they're jumping into a very confusing area by saying that prior agent commissions are down to 2.55% since the NAR settlement. Now, if you've been following me, the NAR settlement is a settlement where realtors were sued by some disreputable, dishonest attorney in St. Louis, Missouri, and that one court case with one judge or one jury is looking to destroy the entire industry, but certainly is going to change the entire industry nationwide, which is really violates everything about our American principles. That said, notice how Yahoo wants to jump on the bandwagon, kick realtors with it down. They want to say commissions down since the NAR settlement. It's true technically, but it's really a lie because it focuses you that somehow the reduction might be because of the settlement. But if you read their article, which nobody does, basically it's just clickbait. They want you to click on it and then sell you, in this case, a car, I guess. But when you read it, it started down 2.62 in January. It was 2.9 a year ago. What's happened is a couple of things, not all bad. There are new forms of real estate where there's a lower commission in exchange for customers doing more self-service. And so obviously if a buyer's gonna do more of the work, you're gonna charge them less commission dollars. Also, there is more competition in an industry where sales are down 30%. You always have price cutting for companies trying to stay in the market. And so what they're really documenting is a 2 or 3 year long trend or a longer term trend in technology and attribute it to their hated focus, which is realtors. Again, remember, all the real estate news companies hate entrepreneurship. They love big corporations that advertise with them, and they hate realtors in particular because we're entrepreneurs. And so you see an article like this, you realize Yahoo Finance is really just a shill for the government supporting big corporate side of the equation rather than give the customers real information. But the reality is, buyers should know there is no fixed commission rate. And that's the other thing about the lawsuit. That's a big lie. This documents it. Buyers have always been able to negotiate down their commissions, as have sellers. The traditional 6%, both sides getting 3%, has been gone for years, decades probably at this point. It's just a fake argument made by politicians and news organizations to attempt to destroy real estate agents. So again, commissions are headed down. And that's, in some regards, is a challenge. In some regards, that's just a sign of a healthy, competitive environment, I think. Speaking of corporations that lie and cheat, Zillow has their touring agreement that puts consumers first. Now, let me tell you something about Zillow. Zillow puts Zillow first. Zillow would destroy America because their main investors aren't American. They're Australian. They're Wall Street investment companies around the world. Zillow would destroy America as long as their stock maintained its value. So they have a touring agreement because they, like all the other corporate media, supported destroying realtors through this court settlement. And so what happened is now customers can't look at property without a signed agreement acknowledging who their agent is. And if there's not an agent, do they acknowledge that? And so Zillow pretends as though they're helping the customer by saying, oh, well, we have these great forms and we'll have you sign them. But if you know anything about Zillow, they always overstep privacy. They always overstep the rules. And they get caught and say, thank you, pay a fine because they're worth a lot of money, and continue. And here's a case where all they're trying to do is replace real estate agents, and real estate agents who advertise with them and support Zillow are just supporting the demise of the industry. But more importantly, I think supporting the side of evil. There's no reason why Zillow should be advertising customers to go to houses and then tying them up as customers on the spot while pretending to be an independent third party. If they want to take on the moniker of being a real estate agency, then welcome to competition. And we should treat them that way. So all of us real estate agents should make sure we understand Zillow is an agency. They're just using a Trojan horse strategy, but their argument, they're putting consumers first. Explain to me how to put a consumer first. Explain to me how not having an agent who is looking out for your best interest supports a customer. There's no way. And again, I just think it's laughable of all companies to say they put anybody first but themselves. Zillow, that's really, really rich.